Hello! What's up, guys? It's Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly cross-stitching update. I'm like, what am I doing? Cross-stitching update. Talk about some cross-stitching fun stuff, basically. It's like 7:15 at night. I'm really behind. Been behind all day. Only just got home, and it's been a very, very long day. So, oh man, it's been a long week. For those of you who don't know, I talked about it in a Stitch With Me, the last couple Stitch With Me's, but we're currently fostering a poor little brain-damaged puppy right now. He's about 9 weeks old, and he got encephalitis. We don't know what happened to him, but he got some sort of brain infection. We don't really know, but it really did a number on him, his brainstem, and when he came to us, the little guy was literally starving and screamed nonstop because he was so hungry. We couldn't figure out why he was nonstop screaming, and then he's so skinny, and we just had to start just pumping food into him, feeding him food as much as we could, which you have to force feed him because he's not really with it enough to know. I mean, he can lick at the food, but he's not able to open his mouth, grab the food, swallow the food in a manner that's timely. Like, it literally might take him a half an hour to eat, and he'd probably fall asleep 10 minutes into that. So I am just force feeding him 4 or 5 times a day, trying to get as many calories in him as I can, and he's been making some good progress. He went from almost being dead, basically, to he's now making laps in the downstairs around the couch. He's got a lot of neurological issues, and a lot of serious neurological issues. We've had him for about 10 days now, and we hope that he will recover. He's not in any pain. His little personality, we think it shines through. We don't know. We just don't know what the future is going to hold, but we're just kind of nursing him and giving him time and giving him a place to live until he is able to go to a new home, hopefully. So life's been a little hectic. Life's been more hectic than usual, especially the home life situation. My husband is the most wonderful guy ever. So patient and loving and kind. I couldn't do any of this without him being around. But so the cross stitching, we got some cross stitching done, but it all got done in the beginning of the week, and not as much as of late. Even though I had the weekend off, what was I doing? I don't remember anything anymore. So, but let's show cross stitch progress, and then we're going to talk about some cross stitch stuff pertaining to the blog and a few other things that I think you guys might like. I didn't drop the needle. We're going to show Rainy Waterloo Place, and I am very close to finishing the page. Didn't quite finish it like I thought I would this week, but I came ever so close. Look how close that is. So close. That's probably 20 stitches. I can get that done. No problem. And then we'll move on to the next page. Whee! And so, hooray! Let's see. Can you see it? Yep, there it is. There we go. So yeah, just a little bit left to do, and then we'll be right on. I did some work on Dachshund since Dachshund got found. Started working on it. Did it for the Stitch With Me this past week, and got some more done. Pretty much my focus this past week was just, well, it's right up here. So I wanted to kind of outline the ear just so that I could separate all that purple from the very particular colors, the very colorful colors. So I did that all the way down this page here, and then I put more purple in, and then I just filled in more color. So it's getting there. I just felt like that was my quickest way to kind of showing progress, making progress. So that was good. I was excited about being able to do something new or different for the Stitch With Me this week. And then I have It Is Well, which it is well along its way of getting done. Did I get anything done on this one this week? I'm pretty sure I did. Do I remember what it was? I think the new floss came in, and so I think I added that back into some of these areas. Yeah, I'm struggling right now to remember exactly what I did with it, but it's getting there. Just got to finish a little bit here, Gotta finish a little bit there, gotta finish this line, and then finish all these little motifs down here, and we'll be good to go. So we are getting close. And my mom is like, calling me up going, I see that you're getting closer. I see that you're almost there. Hi, Mom. And, hi, Mom and Dad. Hey, guys. And, but yeah, I'm getting closer. Every week I'm getting closer. So, not going to get this finished before March starts, but it will be finished in March. We're super excited about that. And that was the progress for the week. Sad, I know, sad. I was able to load up some of my Star Wars cross stitch though on Pattern Keeper, because one of you guys told me, hey, you can do this, go do it, you silly. So I loaded up Boba and I loaded up Stormtrooper, and I got a preview picture of Stormtrooper from someone who stitched like this much of it. Like, that's what you can see. And it looks good. And my husband thought it looked good. So I was like, all right, maybe I'll get back to it at some point. But that was cool. And then another one of you guys reached out to me about contacting Cross Stitch Collectibles that I could use Pattern Keeper with it. And that sounds like a fantastic idea. And I just ran out of time to do that. But that's on my list of things to do for tomorrow. Probably not getting done tonight. Probably tomorrow. So that was great news. I mean, I could just sit here and talk about how amazing Pattern Keeper is all day long, but it's amazing. So the blog, I added some cross-stitch articles to the blog this week and some more cross-stitching resources that you might be interested in. Specifically, we added, let me think. We added, I did an article about, and I'm going to link it below, but it's 15 Etsy stores that you should check out. 50 cross-stitch stores you should check out on Etsy. And it does talk about bigger stores like Echo Rouge, Heartstring Samplery. I'm going to say a few more and I'm going to get them wrong, so I'm going to stop there. But there's 15 stores that I profile, link to, discuss. All these stores basically have lots of reviews. They have a lot of people that are posting on there saying how great the pattern is, showing pictures of the pattern as they're stitching it, makes it look really, really good. And quite a few of these artists are actually going to also be at the National Market next week, or this weekend? This weekend, I think it is. So that's fantastic news. But good for them, because Etsy seems to be, I mean, nothing's perfect, but it's a way for a lot of people to be able to sell their wares, unless something better comes along. So good for them. I also, what else did I do? Oh, I'm having other people write the cross-stitch articles. So if you guys see something and you're like, oh, Julie doesn't seem to know very much about that. Well, it's not me. And so it's, I try to edit them, but I don't always read them line for line. To be perfectly honest, I read them as fast as I can, but I can't even tell you guys how busy life is. And I love it. I love how busy life is, but I have a lot of different jobs, a lot of different things I have my hands in, and when I can relax, I cross-stitch. But I'm trying to build up stitchingjules.com into a viable blog for me so that I can move into that as my next life, my next career. And that's what not career, but my next endeavor is what I want to make it. And so we added some things about parking, about cross-country stitching, and we're going to be adding in an article about samplers and a few other different things. But there's a lot of things on there about quilting and knitting, crochet, and I have a lot of resources about all those things. And my Pinterest page, Pinterest is fun. I mean, if you're not on Pinterest, that's cool. I understand that. 3 months ago, I had no idea, like, really what Pinterest was all about. And now I'm all about Pinterest. So, but I've added a lot of boards to my whole, profile there. And the coolest one that I came upon lately was, what I call them, pipe cleaner art. And so where people make like all these little figurines or creatures or I don't know what out of different color pipe cleaners. and I'm fascinated. I'm like, I just need some free time so I can do some pipe cleaner art. But I have a board on that. I'll probably add something to the blog about it at some point. But I just, there's so much to look at if you're interested in crafts. And it's growing like crazy, and I love it. And it's a lot of fun. Another thing I want to throw out there is, I've mentioned this before, and I had one or two people say, hey, it's been around for a while, you're just kind of slow on the uptake, and I probably am. But if you love the full coverage vintage looking cross stitch that I do, and maybe you love Norman Rockwell and Norman Rockwell paintings and Norman Rockwell Saturday evening post covers from way back in the day, from the 20s and 30s. Scarlet Quince is now doing those patterns doing those pictures as cross-stitch patterns. They already have a number of them. They are getting more and more tempting to me. There is a couple of very classic ones that if they put them up there, I will buy them, even though I don't have time to stitch them. I just gotta buy them because, you know, I just do. And so yeah, Norman Rockwell. I never thought we would see Norman Rockwell. It's almost like if somebody ever officially got the ability to do, like, I don't know, Ansel Adams or I don't know, whatever. And so, but you know, the only limit to what you can cross stitch is what you can dream, because there's so much out there. There's so many different things, and it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But the blog is doing well. It's plugging along. There's still over 600 different FlossTube channels like this one that are listed. So if you are finding my channel and you're like, gosh, gee, what's this FlossTube thing? FlossTube is a collection of cross-stitching YouTubers who discuss their cross-stitch, talk about other cross-stitch, talk about projects, patterns, you know, all these different things, share some of their life with them, with you. And there are over 600 channels that are fairly current. And when I say fairly, I mean that 95% of them have released a video in the last 6 months. So there's a lot of new channels that pop up all the time. If you have a new channel, or if you have a blog, or if you have any kind of cross-stitching something that I could potentially put on the website, leave me a comment, let me know, shoot me an email. My email is Jules in... I'll put it down below. I won't say it out loud. I'll put it down below. Yeah, reach out, let me know. And so I kind of think of my stuff as more of a conduit to others. I love what I do, but I know it's not for everybody, and so many people are doing so many amazing things, and there's no central, well, there is now, but there was no central location for, like, how do you find other people? Because if you're relying on YouTube to show you 600 cross-stitching YouTube channels, they're not going to do it. If they show you a tenth of that, you'll be lucky. I was on FlossTube for 2 years before I started the list, and the people that kept like showing, I can't believe that there's over 600 channels. It's incredible. But we also have a list of channels with quilting and knitting, and we're trying to just do a whole bunch of different things. We've got diamond painting. You know, again, feel free to throw out whatever you think. But we're just trying to create like a centralized hub for people who want to find other people that do things they like, that they also like. Yeah. All right. We are 5 weeks out from the NHL playoffs. Ready to go. Let's go Blues. And I think that's it. I just fed the puppy a lot, so I'm hoping he's sleeping, or maybe he's walking around downstairs. But I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to go eat dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Listen to me babble. I hope I can get some more cross-stitch done this week. If not, then I will bring you more cross-stitching fun and excitement, and maybe I'll find out about cross-stitch collectibles and Pattern Keeper and all that good stuff. And I'm sorry if I forgot to mention anything I was supposed to. My brain is not the working. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you have managed to last this far and you're not subscribed still, please subscribe. That way you get to know whenever I do release a video. Sometimes I do crazy things like release videos about cross-stitch stores. I still want to do videos on some of the articles, especially ones about cross-stitching that I've written on the blog. I've got a lot of ideas. I just need more time. Next week, 4-day weekend. Absolutely. I'm doing it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And may barricade myself in the house. We'll see. Y'all take care. Be safe. Be healthy. Be well. Happy stitching. I'll talk to you soon.